Can you see, have I stopped dripping?
Hey guys, and welcome to this evening's Tuesday Team Hangout. We have a fantastic lineup for you guys this evening. We have 3-star Dave Ives joining us all the way down in the south of the country in the UK. We have 1-star Ambassador Lara Zimmerman out of London, and myself, Ambassador Lisa Pannon out of Yorkshire in the UK. And then we also have a couple of superstar guests that are going to be joining us. We're going to share their stories here with us in just a moment. So for those of you who are new to the team, I want to give a big welcome and congratulations, virtual high five, to joining the best team, the best business, and the best cause on the planet right now. We hold these team hangouts every single Tuesday evening, 8:30 UK and 9:30 Central Eastern Time for the Vi All-Stars team all over Europe. And we're going to be digging into a little bit about what we're doing in our teams, what's working, where we need to focus as an organization and a team right now. And we're going to be sharing a couple of recent successes in the team. And we're going to go on to a little bit of training. So one thing I would say to you just before we go and dive straight in here is 2 things. Number 1, please make sure you have a pen and paper to hand. There will be information and dates that you'll want to take a note of. And the second thing is, please make sure that you send a text message to all of your team that you're responsible for right now that says the team hangout is starting. Go to www.allstars.viallstars.com, www.viallstars.com. Log on now. The training is about to start. So let's dive on in here. I think first off, we have a few news stories to celebrate here on the team this evening. So congratulations to all of you that either broke director, went and got your promoter pools, went and got your double promoter pools. I want to give a shout out to Edith and Ariane Dezio in the Netherlands, who in our team hit double points last week and hit that brand new directors. So congratulations to you guys. Anybody else that went either 3 for 3, got in the customer pools, congratulations, virtual high fives all around for you guys. And we have, I love these stories. You know, the second most important story that you are going to create in your time and your organization and your business with Vi. And I'm going to pass to Lara Zimmerman to share a little bit about one of the new BMW qualifiers on her team, share a little bit about her story, and what else you've got, you know, what other things you're celebrating in your team, Lara.
Oh, well, thank you for that, Lisa, and high five to everybody on the team this evening. Excuse my rather casual attire. I'm straight in from getting my challenge on this evening. But I'm really excited to recognize and to introduce a lady who has literally just stepped up in the last 3-4 weeks in the team. I came back from Amsterdam, I think it was the 16th or 17th of January, and this lady was sitting on 3,000 in volume. And I just looked at her, I said, you know, you've got some new people in your team. Is now the time to go for it? Is it time to get into your BMW? And she literally said yes. She wrapped her arms around all the people in her organization who wanted to go for it, and literally in the space of 2.5 weeks went out and qualified for her BMW. And this lady's story is amazing. And if you've been in the business a little while, you want to take note. Oakley has been in the business for about 14 or 15 months. And actually, during this time, she also had a pretty significant sadness within her family. But that did not deter her or her team from getting the job and qualifying for her BMW. So absolutely super proud of this lady. So delighted to welcome her on this evening's call. I would love to hand over to you, Oakley, just to share, you know, some of your top tips to people who are sitting here thinking, you know what, maybe February, maybe it's time to get into my BMW. What would you say to them, Oakley? Over to you.
Thank you so much, Lara. Thank you for everything. Thank you, Dave. I'm so excited to be on this call. It's a great honor to be here this evening to speak on this Hangout team. Okwe, I started my body biver business 15 months ago, and what I can say is that to everyone out there, do not quit. Do not quit. Hang in there, and you will get what you want. With a lot of determination, you cannot stop anyone from getting to where she or he wants to be. You can go through the obstacle, go beside the obstacle, go behind the obstacle, pierce through the obstacle to get to where you want to be. And secondly, I also encourage everybody to believe in this company. If you want to work with this company, you have to believe in this company. You have to believe in this product. You have to also believe in your leaders. When you believe, everything will work out for you. It's a very simple business. It's a system that works. It's very simple. You don't have to create another system. Or the day I made up my mind, I said, you know what? I think I want to be on top. I want to get to the top in this business. That was the day everything changed about me, and I started seeing myself in the BMW, and that was how it got to happen. I also want to give it up for amazing women, men that have worked with me. I can tell you the team right now, that's what we call the shining stars in Vice. We have arrived in UK and we are going to shake things. The co-founder Blake said that we are in total industry disruption, and I tell you, equity, that is it. That is it. And so I'm so excited this evening. I want to thank everyone. I want to thank Shayo Ayola. She's a great team leader. I want to thank Sheung for working with me, and all the shining stars. I want to thank everyone. Thank you so much.
Awesome, Okwe. Awesome, Okwe. Thank you for that. I love it. I love this. And you know, this is the key thing. I know you're gonna hear from Dave Ives in a second, but we literally sat down on that Monday and we went, who can we get into the pools by midnight this Thursday? Who can we get into those pools and earning? And that's what we did for the 2.5, 3 weeks that we needed to do to get you to the car. And just by doing that, creating that energy, that excitement, helping the newest person get paid, it created that momentum and energy. So I'm so proud of you, so excited, and say to anybody who's out there right now, if you feel it's time to go, just grab somebody, grab your leader, tell them that's what you want to do, and let's make it happen. So Lisa, back to you for now.
Well, it is not hard to see how you got to where you got to. Congratulations. You show the true spirit of someone who, you know, cares for your people and about the work that you do, and that is so incredibly important, and so happy for you.
Thank you so
we
much.
Need more people like you in Visalis.
Yes, we do.
And super happy to have you with us on the team. So one of the things that we always want to keep you on point with and moving in the right direction of what is working for you right now, where should you be focusing yourself in your business right now? It's very easy to get distracted with one thing and some of the new changes, but where should your focus be now, every day, every week, so that you can get results in your business? And we have no other than top leader in the UK, 3-star ambassador, Dave Ives himself, here on the line. Dave, share with everybody on the line this evening, bearing in mind that some people are brand new, some people have been in the business for a while, and those people are in their teams. What are you doing right now with your team, with your leaders, with your newest people to really help them get results? I know you broke a couple of regional directors out of your team last month as well, so you know, share away.
Brilliant. Thanks, Lisa. And yeah, we've got one of the new RDs on the call tonight, Eddie Robinson. You'll be hearing from him shortly. But you know, we've heard from day one, whether you're new, and welcome to the team, by the way. If you're new, congratulations. You are definitely in the right place, way ahead of time. If you've been around, a bit like Oki, 15 months. But you know, when you make that decision to maybe move on, that's day one. It doesn't matter if it's taking you 15 months to make that decision. When you make that decision, that's day one of your Vibe business. And look what she did tremendously well in the month of January with that adversity. Let me also tell you, if you're new or you've been around a while, this business won't just happen. It won't fall in your lap, but success will meet you halfway. and you've got to go after it. And Eddie Robinson, you're going to hear from in a minute. You know, we run to the end of the month to make things happen, but we run to the end of the month, but we work week to week. And I've been around from day one, 18 months now, and we've heard for about a year, you know, how to work week to week, Thursday to Thursday. I think people can become very familiar with it, and they start just repeating that. Oh, we work week to week. But since the company has added additional money into those commission or that bonus pool on a weekly basis, that 2% bonus pool that we can get into, very simply, Lisa, what we've been doing is we're running reports more than ever before. It was so easy as a rank, you know, a positional rank, that we can fall into the trap of managing the business, where rather than actually running the reports ourselves, we tell people to run the reports. The big thing for me in January was to take off my rank hat and just start dialing down into the newest people. And realize that most people don't dial down to the newest people because they're actually still fearful themselves. So it's easy to say to someone, hey, you need to run your reports, you need to make contact with the newest person. And you think you've done your bit. But, you know, in the month of January, I stopped telling people what to do, and I started doing what I told people what to do. And the joy of it, the new faces, the smiles, the people, you know, the easiest people to work with are the newest people. You know, they have no baggage, they're fresh, they're ready to run. And the way that I'm positioning this right now with the bonus pools, which I am so excited about, you know, you can make enough money in this model working week to week that will replace more than the average national income without even touching your monthly team commissions. When you can help the newest person get their investment back within the first 7 days or 2 weeks, or definitely within the first month, then that's a great return on investment. So right now I position it very simply. If I was enrolling a brand new person or communicating with the newest person in where I'm working, I'd ask them, hey, you've just got in, have you gone through your GST? Yes, I have. No, I haven't. Great. We need to schedule a time, go for your GST, and I want to personally help you get into the pools. Question I would like to ask you, do you want to do that fast or do you want to do that slow? Well, you know, I've got some time commitments, and, you know, slow sounds good to me. Well, slow means we're going to do it within the month because you're going to go rising star, but we're going to take 4 weeks to do that. We don't need to. We can do that in 7 days. Well, I'd like to go fast. Great. What I'm going to need for you is I'm going to need a list as long as your arm, and in the next 24 hours, we're going to start calling people immediately. Yes, we're going to book a challenge party, and we're going to invite people to their first challenge party within 4 to 7 days, but within 24, 48 hours, I want to be on the phone with the newest person doing 3 ways, and this is why I want to bring in Eddie Robinson, who made a decision that he wanted to run, very much like Oki, for regional director, got re-engaged, rejoined the business, and went into his pools in his first 7 days. So Eddie, tell me, just why don't you share what you did, what it meant to you, and really looking back in hindsight, that you're going to have to do the work to get in the pools, whether you do 4 weeks, 2 weeks, or 1 week. So why don't we just condense the effort and do it fast? So Eddie, over to you, my friend.
Hi guys, yeah, thanks for having me on. Yeah, cheers. If it wasn't for Dave, to be honest, I've got to say this. I'll put it out there. I don't usually get a chance to say this to him because we're always too busy with other people on the line on 3 ways. But if it hadn't been for Dave's driving force, I was pretty much just watching everybody online, getting these new check pools coming in. I was watching people take photographs and sticking them on Facebook. Look how much I've just earned in 1 week. And I thought, oh, man, that looks fantastic. And you've got somebody like Dave above you, and Dave turns around and says, stop watching and do it yourself then. You know, you need somebody above you like that, good leadership. And he just gave me a sense of urgency, got me on 3-way calls all the time, was bringing in people, going down in depth. And it just gave us that sense of urgency that took it within 7 days. I had 3 people, brand new, straight back in. Probably did about £450 to £500. I've not really checked because I haven't stopped since because I've got the bug for it now. Dave keeps phoning me every day. I keep phoning him. We keep getting people on calls. And I reckon last time I glanced, probably about 700, Dave, but not definite, but a damn sight better than it was the week before. So that's why I'm doing it each week now. But yeah,
you know I love
get the 3 week.
Fantastic. You know, Eddie, I love that. I haven't even checked. That's like the one-star ambassador in Spain who qualified for X, and they go, how much have you made? He goes, I don't know. And it's ironical. There's an old saying, a dog in the hunt doesn't know it's got fleas. When you haven't got time to look, it's because you've got too much momentum. That's like Oki and Lara Zimmerman and Lisa Panton, but just an absolute true ambassador of creating records. Momentum cures issues. You haven't got time to look left. You ain't got time to look right. Who's the newest person? Pick up the telephone, run those reports, and ask them, do you want to build fast or do you want to build slow? Great names. Let's get on the phones. And freeways are fun. Freeways are truly fun when you see the smile on people like Oki's face where she tastes victory, when Eddie tastes victory. As leaders, as uplines, it's our responsibility to create the newest success at the bottom of your teams, to create the fire that heats back upline to re-energize people. If it doesn't, you can't burn damp wood. Go find the newest piece of wood, set it alight, get them in the pools, make them money, and guess what? Start spending that money. Let people see what you're making and use that as a story. Hey, I've been in 7 days, and guess what? I made 400 pounds, 500 pounds. Here's one thing I would share with you so we understand as well. The company has done us a tremendous favor, throwing more money into the pot for us to use it as an incentive to drive people faster. One thing I'd be very careful is I've always lived by the motto, under promote and over deliver. So, you know, one of the things to realize that these are additional monies in the bonus pool. This is not your fast start bonus. This is not the money you make on bringing promoters in. This is the 2% that's been allocated on the side. Now, it's influenced by a major factor. If you do it in a certain time frame, in a month, you pretty much get a return back on your investment. If you want to do it semi-fast and do it in 2 weeks, you're going to get double points. Double points. That is not the same as 2 times your investment. Be careful how we say that and careful how we communicate that, because remember, we are humans and we only hear what we want to hear. You know, some will tell me, you promised me twice my money back. No, no, no. It's twice, it's 2 times the points a percent in the pool. Now, that pool is influenced by this, the amount of people at that week, at that time. If this week 100 people qualified for the pools, they would make X. If next week 200 people qualified for the pools, X would be smaller. If 50 people qualified for the pools, X would be bigger. So to be honest with you, I don't know how much someone's going to make from the pools. I just know if they do it within 2 weeks, they're going to get 2 times the opportunity of profit share. If they do it within their first week, they're going to get 3 times the points. What that equates to economically, I don't know. But guess what? Let's drive people to the pools. Make sure they're clear. In the first 7 days, we can triple your potential. If it's 2 weeks, double your potential. So make sure that's clear. Drive people to the reports. Drive to the newest person. Lock arms 3 ways. Get them in. Success stories. And you're going to have momentum in your teams. Back over to you, Lisa.
I love that so much. And not only that, like the money aside. And I think we have the, you know, the most aggressive, generous pay plan in the industry right now. But what you're also doing is you're training yourself and your team and your newest person the right habits, and you're getting them success and a little team to go out the gate and run and start to build with. All of us here on the line started with 3 people, just like everybody else in the beginning. And that is where we started, and that's where our business is built from. So you're creating the right habits and instilling the right behavior into your team as well at the same time, and as well as earning that extra income, which is incredible. And Eddie, you guys, brand new regional directors, anybody heading for equity?
Yep.
Woohoo!
I know that it sure feels good, and I'm sure Lara and Dave can say the same, to own a little piece of every shake that will now be served in Visalis for the rest of our time is sure a good feeling, right?
Tastes even better.
Yep.
So I want Lara, you know, you're a 1-star ambassador, building an incredible business, helping a lot of people over there. What's working for you, and what tips have you got for people that are really helping you get success right now?
Okay, well, I think Dave's just covered the weekly pools, but focusing week to week who we can get, whether it's into the customer pools or into the promoter pools. Second thing is not letting people do it on their own. I think that it's all about helping the newest person build confidence and belief. And people, when they sign up to this business, they're excited, they're enthusiastic. Yet, we've got to build their belief and we've got to build their confidence. And I remember once Nick Sarnicola talking about, if you have a baby and you've just given birth at the hospital, you wouldn't dream of letting that poor baby make his own way home or her own way home on their own. You'd be done for cruelty pretty quickly. So it's our job as enrollers, as sponsors, to take responsibility of that new person and not working alone, whether it's like this through a Hangout, whether it's three-way calls. And for my personal I love the three ways. The three ways work, and historically I've always brought three ways in when somebody's looked at the overview video. It's been that kind of, they've seen it, get them on a call with me then, but actually we've been doing it even before then. So just using that challenge hour, talk to half a dozen people in that first half an hour, 45 minutes, and just go through that invitation process. What I think the biggest thing is, it demystifies the process. People realize that actually what we say is exactly what's on the Getting Started training. There ain't no secret sauce. There is events or secret sauce in this business, but actually just being able to be there with your new person, they phone their friend who they sent the video to via WhatsApp, and just having that simple conversation. Hey Lisa, did you get the video? Great. You need to check this out. We've got people coming over on Thursday evening, and do it with them. I think it always amazes people that we can hammer our way through a dozen calls in that first hour, and it wasn't as painful as they initially thought. And another thing I've just started to do is I've started with people just saying, let's just talk to 5 people. And the reason being is most people are very comfortable. There's always 5 people in your life you're happy to talk to. Once you've spoken to those first 5, okay, can we get anyone else on the line? And just move it, and before you know it, you start moving through the list. So I've actually gone in with a softer, let's get 5 on, let's move it up, and before I know it, they're volunteering names, and I'm going, I think our hour's run out, we got to reschedule another hour. So guys, work with that person, know who your new team members are talking to, stay in that process with them. And I think that anybody who's been in this industry before will know how it works. But if you're brand new, you got to realize, there's extra information people might need en route, and it's just a matter of us managing that pipeline and moving them to the right information at the right time. So three ways. If you haven't been using your upline, use your three ways. And I think my biggest thing that got in the way with me and three ways when I first started was I thought, I've been in business. I don't need people to talk to people for me. And that was the biggest mistake I made, because what I was doing was creating a system that wasn't duplicatable. I was doing the whole thing on my own. And then, of course, when I was saying to my new people, you got to use me for three ways, they were going, why? You didn't use anyone. So this is a business of monkey do, monkey see, monkey do. So use the system. It's so incredibly powerful. It works. And here's the thing, I was doing a couple of three ways today with a new person in my team, and I just said to them, they said, why do we have to do this? I said, it's so much easier for someone to say no to me than it is for them to say to you. And they were so relieved. That was all they needed. So whatever it takes, if you haven't yet used your upline, go do it. It's the most powerful, powerful thing. It helps confirm people for your challenge party. It helps confirm people for your one-to-ones. It helps confirm people to get to the information at the right time. And as you can tell, I'm a big fan of them. So go reach out to your upline and get yourself on three ways. So back to you, Lisa.
Actually, Laura, I have to echo what you said, because when I came to Vi, I was actually somebody that had been in sales for 13 years. 13 years going into businesses, selling business to business, and in many different types of formats. And I spent 18 months in a company before I came to Vi. Never used a three-way call ever. And the reason that I didn't is because I thought, I don't need anyone to help me close a sale. I'm a qualified salesperson. I know what I'm doing. I don't need anybody to help me do that. And I made about $120 US there in 18 months. Came here to Vi, partnered with the amazing Rachel Jackson. I put every man and their dog on the phone with her, and all of a sudden in 6 months we were a 6-figure income earner. So that's what I have to say about the use of three-way calls. It doesn't matter how experienced you are. The power of third party is really useful. I'm not sure if I'm going to get to go into all of the training that I wanted to do today. But actually, I was going to bring up some tips, so maybe we will. We'll go 2 or 3 minutes over into the vision call. But there are some events that are taking place. One of the things that I was going to talk to you, I will talk to you about this evening, is the power of the 6 laws of what it takes to be a good influencer. The 6 laws of what it takes to be a good influencer. One of those laws is social proof. One of those laws is social proof, meaning that a third party or somebody else or other people or lots of people are also doing what you do or enjoying what you say they are. And the biggest social proof that you have in this industry, in this business, if you want to be with Vi, if you want to build a great business, you must go to events. It's as important as challenging people. It's as important as recruiting people. It is equally as important, and that's why it's on the Getting Started training. There's only 5 points on there. This is one of them. You have to be good at going to events, and you have to be good in seeing the value and promoting the value of those events to your team. It is the strongest force of social influence that you will have. An event will do for you or for somebody else what you can't do. So an event, somebody else's story, hearing lots of stories, seeing that it's not just you explaining what we're doing will have a huge impact on the type of results that you have, including three-way calls. So what we have lined up, some of them have already gone. I know Dundee is taking place tonight. You guys know that we have these new meetings that we just rolled out since January called the Strategy Overview Meetings. Strategy Overview Meetings. And what these are is they are business-only meetings. And the feedback that I've had from Dave and from Lara just talking to them this afternoon is that these are going really well. We're having great results and success from these. I just signed a new promoter up for one of my team who was in one last week, came back and got started today. We were in Liverpool on Sunday. We had about 7 influencers in a meeting over there, 3 of which already getting involved. And so we're having great success. This gives us the opportunity not to have to soft sell the business because we might have customers there. Maybe that's not what they're looking at. This is a chance to peel back the hood, to get your people who are really interested in the business sat in front of your top leaders to help answer all of their questions, share the vision of where we're going and what we're going to create here. As your new regional director just explained, Vi has arrived in the UK. We only have a skeleton of what the foundation of this business is going to be. We've spent 18 months creating it. Now we're ready. Now we've worked it. We know what works. We know what doesn't. We're ready to put the meat on the bones and go and fill this organization out through every network in the UK. So the next events coming up that you can filter yourself into, I want to give big props to Deborah Lister, who stepped out and on her own national director this evening along with Chris down in Nottingham to actually run the Birmingham event. So that one's run this evening. But then we have tomorrow, Rotterdam in the Netherlands. Tomorrow, Rotterdam in the Netherlands with Rachel Jackson. You have the Yorkshire event that'll be taking place in Huddersfield with myself and a lot of all the other local team up there in Yorkshire tomorrow. We also have Newcastle Thursday night on the 12th. So who do you know in Newcastle that you can invite to go along? And we also have the 17th of February, Glasgow. And the 18th of February, we're also in Amsterdam and the Netherlands. We're also in Hamburg, Germany, and Alicante, Spain. All of these events you'll be able to find at the Vi calendar, but there's also a Europe Events flyer. I'll actually share this over into the All-Stars right after this so that everybody can jump on top of that. What we then want to do is we want to grab all of the new people and we want to put them into what we call a local success training, which is the getting started training is to get you started. The local success trainings are designed to dig down into the details of promoting the challenge. What to do, how to do it, more tips and tricks on what to say, promoting on social media. So you're going to make sure that every single one of your team, if they're old, they need the updates. If they're new, they need to know what to do. So make sure you have all your local success trainings. They're going to be running out, and I will post this flyer straight after this into the All-Stars website. So guys, we have run long, but I think it's been a great hangout. Anything that you guys, Dave, you want to finish up with, Larry, you want to finish up with, and then we're going to close out and go on to the vision call. I'll share the leadership training for another call.
Just my closing thought for everybody, tremendously well put, Lisa, about how the value of events are. Here, this is the real value of events. The biggest people that make the most aren't necessarily the best speakers. They are the best people who get more bums on seats and let the people from stage share with their team. You could have the biggest team and never ever take the stage because you were skilled enough just to get people to the event and let everybody else build your team. And guess what? This is the other thing, guys. When you don't have a team, the event needs you because other people do have teams. What happens when you have a team? You need other people's people there to associate with your team. Remember this. When you don't have anybody, you need the event. And when you do have people, the event needs you. So just to make sure we are a team, we're a Vi family, and we need each other. Numbers build numbers, and the biggest builders are the best promoters. That's the skill set I'd encourage every one of you to master and nurture and duplicate.
Absolutely. Echo that completely. And I would just take away from tonight Oakley and Eddie's story. They've been in the business a while. They made a decision. They, linked arms with their upline. They went and looked in their team to find out who wanted to go for this, and they just committed to getting the job done. Guys, this is wherever your business is at. It might be a momentum. It might be just hovering right now. You can turn things around so quickly. I've seen it happen. Now is the time to do it. We've got 22 and a half months to all qualify for equity. Guys, now is the time to take action. There are so many events you should be plugging into that you can plug into. Don't sit back and wish that you had taken action sooner. Go for it. Just go for it.
All right. I want to thank each and every one of you for coming on and sharing and participating and giving your tips out to everybody else to help everybody else win. And if the vision call is now live, we're a couple of minutes in, they're just getting started. The number to dial in to the vision call, if you have a pen and paper to hand, is 0203 137 8965. Like Dave is doing, pick up your phone and dial the number. It is 0203 137 8965. Thank you, everybody. Let's see who we can help. Thursday is just around the corner. Who's going to be in the pools? Who's going to hit director? Who's going to be the next regional directors in the All-Stars by the end of this week, next week, or the end of February? Let's run to the hills, guys. Thank you so much. Have a great evening.